this always leaves me speechless. और जो लास्ट बात थी इसमें शायद आप लोगों ने गौर किया होगा कि the only limit you have is the one in your mind. ये बड़ी पाए की बात है, इसको इसके ऊपर कभी रिफ्लेक्ट कीजिएगा. खैर, as of now, let me tell you a little bit about our guest speaker for today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are humbled and we are very grateful to Ms. Nyla for being with us tonight. Today actually रात में ही होते हैं normally events. तो इनका अजाना सा तारुफ तो नहीं कह सकती मैं, लेकिन ये है कि नायला नून साहिबा जो हैं वो she holds a master's degree in comparative philosophy and Western mysticism. She has been a student of the Sufi path for the past 15 years, and in a world fractured by increasing separation, exclusion and intolerance, she serves the work of spreading the light of spiritual consciousness through offering teachings, seminars and retreats internationally. ये आम बात नहीं है और we welcome you, Ms. Nyla. Please हमें enlighten कीजिए. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm honored and humbled to be standing at this podium here today. And as we just heard, of course, seeing this documentary has left me speechless, as it must have left most of you too. And it's amazing to see how much this young lady had to teach everyone around her. And looking at her documentary today, I've also learned a lot and been reminded of many important lessons. So when I was approached by my friend Amna Patodi to contribute something to today's occasion, I thought about it, and she WhatsApped me certain messages with information on Mutaher and her life, because obviously I have not met this young lady. I hadn't met her and I knew nothing about her. But the little that I learned from the messages that I received from Amna really touched me very deeply, touched something in my heart and my soul, and I felt that it was pertinent to be here today and to say a few words. And I was thinking about what I would share with you. This poem of William Blake came to my mind, and if you permit, I would like to start off by reciting this poem to you. To mercy, pity, peace and love, all pray in their distress, and to these virtues of delight return their thankfulness. For mercy, pity, peace and love is God, our Father dear, and mercy, pity, peace and love is man, his child and care. For mercy has a human heart, pity a human face, and love the human form divine, and peace the human dress. Then every man of every clime that prays in his distress prays to the human form divine, love, mercy, pity, peace. And all must love the human form in heathen, Turk or Jew. Where mercy, love and pity dwell, there God is dwelling too. Where mercy, love, and pity dwell, there God is dwelling too. Where can God be found? If one asks oneself that question. We've heard it said, in the eyes of the innocent child, among the debris of the broken heart, and in the demolition of our own self-will. Hazrat Ali Karamullah Wajh said, आपने फरमाया कि मैंने अपने रब को अपने इरादों के टूटने से पहचाना. So in the demolition of our self-will. We humans were created to discover God, to know Him and to reveal Him. Allah created us for a purpose and equipped us with the means to accomplish that purpose. No matter what our physical disabilities, our weaknesses, we must remember that our spirit is always whole and perfect. The body experiences what it experiences through the faculties of the spirit, and the spirit is an effect of Allah's attributes. And we saw that reflected in the being of Mutaher, that although she was challenged by so many disabilities, yet she was able to give of herself, of her spirit, and what she communicated in the form of her art, in the form of the wisdom that she imparted, is coming from the light and the depth of her spirit. Spirit is one with the Creator. It is His command, one with His will, and His will is nothing other than His own self-disclosure. So the soul of man is there to express God, and Mutaher expressed the divine in her own unique way. In the Quran we read, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَانَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ مَا أُرِيدُ مِنْهُمْ مِنْ رِزْقٍ وَمَا أُرِيدُ أَنْ يُؤْتِمُونَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الرَّزَّاقُ ذُو الْقُوَّةِ الْمَتِينُ. Allah says, and I created not the jinn and mankind except that they worship me. I seek not any provision from them for themselves or other creatures, nor do I ask them to be fed. Verily Allah is the all-provider, owner of power and most strong. It has been very clearly stated that the purpose of our creation is the worship of the Supreme Being. And the worship of the Supreme Being fundamentally involves knowing the Supreme Being. Because how can we worship something if we do not know it? If we do not know who Allah is, how can we offer obeisance to Him? How can we love Him or worship Him in any sense without knowing Him? So it would be fair to say that the purpose of our creation is to know Allah. Allah says that I have not desired or willed for man to seek provision for himself. Seeking sustenance is not the object of our presence here in the world. Whereas if we look around us today, every human being is stuck in that rat race of acquiring and amassing more and more of material comforts and goods. The whole of the Sufi path is about man literally coming out of the false skin of his ego to emerge as the divine instrument. And this can be done through the understanding of the attributes of God and the discovery of their fruits within our being, that we can finally emerge as Khalifatullah, representatives of God, representing His beauty and His majesty. And I'm really happy to say that Mutaher, in her short life here, was able to represent Allah's beauty and Allah's majesty in a tremendous way, in a unique way. His beauty we manifest through embodying His gentle qualities and His majesty by allowing ourselves to be scorched by the fire of suffering. Illnesses are trials from God. not just for those afflicted, but also for those near the ones who are suffering, who are serving the sufferers and caring for them. In the case of Mutaher, I recognize a great teacher soul that was sent to earth more for delivering God's message to others than anything else. So her life was not really about her suffering, but it was more about what she had to teach through the way she dealt with that condition. Being affected by this disease from an early age, this young brave soul showed others what patience, contentment, resignation, surrender, courage, faith, trust, and certainty are. She was the messenger of God's love, harmony, and beauty, we could say. As she says in her own words, that Jannah is a reflection of words such as beauty, harmony, and peace to her. The certainty with which she knew that Allah loves her and will always take care of her is not an ordinary thing. It is a great strength, a great grace with which Allah blessed her and strengthened her, because He says, we do not place a burden on a soul that it is unable to bear. Mutaher's soul was created by God, and He knew what it was capable of. He made her soul a repository and reflector of His immense power and magnanimity. They say that Allah chooses His bravest soldiers for the most difficult battles. And Mutaher was definitely a brave soldier. She left a legacy of a deep spiritual instruction. For me, she is a Sufi master in her own right. Sabr, qanaat, taslim, rida, iman, yaqeen, tawakkul. These are stations that spiritual warriors attain through conquest of the opposing forces stemming from the realm of negativity. Mutaher's life path presented the fighting ring where she successfully won the battle against the legions of ignorance and disbelief. Impatience, we see. She could have been impatient in this condition, but she manifested sabr. So impatience was conquered by patience in her case. Denial by taslim. She accepted her condition. She was not in a state of denial, because denial leads to frustration, and we see that she was never frustrated. She always was a girl of good cheer, keeping her chin up, being positive, optimistic. Dissatisfaction was defeated by contentment, doubt by iman, distrust by tawakkul. And more than anything else, I think she conquered her death by her eternal life. Her being was truly a gift from God, not just for her parents, as we heard them say, but even for us. Each one of us who will see this documentary will have the opportunity to reflect on her life, on her spirit, would definitely learn something very significant. Her parents rightly recognized her being given to them as a cause for gratitude and a great blessing. We live in times when prophets are not sent anymore. However, Allah has promised that His awliya will continue to guide humanity through subtle paths and means. Mutaher, in my opinion, is a waliya. She has shown us the way to God's friendship. As the Sufis say, be with God as a child on the breast of its mother, with the same sense of security and reliance, with blind trust, and the same is the message that Mutaher's life and death have left for us. May we all find the depth in us to understand the meaning of her life and death. Thank you so much.